Hello friends, good morning and welcome in another lecture series of Physical Chemistry, MSc first year, CHP 110 Fundamentals of Physical Chemistry. Last lecture we learned about the chemical potential. Chemical potential is what? Chemical potential is the represented by the change in free energy with change in addition of number of moles of component at temperature, constant temperature, pressure and other number of moles except Ni. So this is chemical potential we learned about last lecture. Now another factor that we have seen, that variation with temperature and variation with pressure. Variation of chemical potential with temperature and variation of chemical potential with pressure. So variation of chemical potential delta mu I with delta T. Variation of chemical potential with variation with temperature is nothing but partial molar free energy, decrease in partial molar entropy, and similarly the variation of chemical potential with pressure is nothing but Vi bar, the partial molar volume. Partial molar volume, so we have to remember these two: variation with temperature, variation with temperature. Variation with temperature is represented by delta mu I by delta T is equal to minus Si bar, and variation with pressure is delta mu I by delta T equal to Vi bar. So partial molar volume is nothing but change in free energy with change of pressure. Okay, so this is the variation of chemical potential with temperature and variation of chemical potential with pressure. Now we have to see here the chemical potential of mixture of ideal gases. Chemical potential of mixture. Chemical potential of mixture of ideal gases. Okay, suppose that we know that ideal gas equation PV equal to nRT is an ideal gas equation. Now we know that if the system is composed of number of moles in one mixture, that means each component has number of moles. So in this way we can we have this system, they are made up of number of components by mixing number of components with number of moles N1, N2, N3, N4, N5, Ni and so on. So chemical potential of mixture in which this system is composed of number of moles, and if we see this equation for V equal to if we rearrange this equation, then nRT upon P, and if n is equal to number of moles, then V is equal to N1 plus N2 plus N3 plus Ni and so on into RT upon P. If we differentiate this equation, differentiating this equation with respect to Ni, with respect to Ni, differentiating this equation with respect to Ni, we get, see, differentiation of this equation, delta V respect to delta Ni at constant temperature, pressure, and keeping other number of moles constant except Ni equal to this is the constant term, so RT upon P. So we get this equation. Now look at this equation. This is what? Change in volume per unit change of addition of 1 mole of substance. So this represents partial molar volume. So partial molar volume means this equation represents Vi bar, partial molar volume. So partial molar volume this equation, so Vi bar equal to RT upon P from variation of chemical potential with pressure. See here, variation of chemical potential with pressure. We get this equation, delta mu I by delta P means variation of free chemical potential with pressure. So variation of chemical potential with pressure is nothing but partial molar volume. So partial molar volume, we replace this quantity with delta mu I by delta P equal to RT upon P. If we rearrange this equation, then d mu I equal to RT dP upon P. So partial differentiation is now represented in this manner. D mu I equal to RT dP upon P. So this dP upon P in terms of differentiation, it can be written in this way: d mu I equal to RT d ln P. You can write this dP upon P, RT d ln P. So differentiation of this gives rise to P. So d mu I equal to RT d ln P. Now integrating this equation, if we integrate this equation, integrating above equation, we get mu I. Now we have to add constant of integration. Mu I 0 is the constant of integration, depends on concentration and temperature. Mu I 0 plus here RT is the constant term, and the integration of d ln P is ln P. ln P. So this is the integration of this, and here the quantity represented, that is mu I0, represent the constant of integration. It is constant of integration and depends on concentration and temperature. Concentration and temperature of substance. Here we have taken gas. Constant of integration, temperature and concentration dependent. So we obtain the equation mu I equal to mu I0 RT ln P, quality equation number 1. Quality equation number 1. Now if each constituent behaves ideally, if each constituent behaves ideally, then we can write Pi equal to PiV equal to NiRT according to ideal gas equation, or for PV equal to NRT, PiV equal to NiRT. From ideal gas equation we can write, if each constituent behaves ideally, then these equations are similar, because this is for ideal gas, and if these each constituent behaves ideally, then we can write PiV equal to NiRT. Then from that we can write Pi upon P equal to Ni upon N, and for Pi we can write Ni upon N into P. So if the concentration of mixture kept same, or the number of moles kept constant, then we can write Pi equal to P, for the Pi equal to P, so that the equation 1 becomes, from this we can write equation 1. See equation 1. So P should be replaced by Pi. Here mu I equal to mu I 0 plus RT ln Pi. So let's again see the ideal gas equation, PiV equal to NiRT. If this equation is rearranged for Pi, then how can we write Ni upon V into RT. Ni upon V into RT. Ni upon V means number of moles divided by volume is nothing but the concentration. Number of moles, if we divide by volume, then it gives us concentration of that particular mixture. So it gives concentration. This term is a concentration term. Number of moles divided by volume. So we replace this term by concentration. So Pi equal to Ci RT. Now we replace this term into this equation. Pi by Ci RT. So mu I equal to mu I 0 plus RT ln Ci RT. So Pi we have replaced here by Ci RT from ideal gas equation. Now look at this, mu I equal to mu I 0 plus RT ln RT. We separate these variables, RT ln RT plus RT ln Ci. Mu I 0 plus RT ln RT plus RT ln Ci. Now look at this temperature is constant, R is a gas constant, mu I 0 is a constant of integration. So volt term is a constant term. So we replace this term by another term. So mu I equal to mu I 0 into P, another constant term. Another constant term we have replaced, mu I 0 P. So plus RT ln Ci. RT ln Ci. So this equation represent the chemical potential of mixture of ideal gases. Chemical potential of mixture of ideal gases. Potential of mixture. It represents chemical potential of mixture of ideal gases. Now look at this mixture of ideal gases. Chemical potential of mixture of ideal gases. See here, from ideal gas equation we can write P equal to nRT. So you rearrange this equation for V, then V equal to nRT upon P. We obtain this equation. Now if this equation is differentiated with respect to Ni, we obtain delta V by delta Ni equal to RT upon P. Now from this equation we can write that this is partial molar volume, so it is represented by this VIR equal to RT upon P. From variation of chemical potential with pressure, we can write Vi by equal to delta mu I upon delta P. So we have written here this and rearrange this equation, delta P taken here. So dV upon P. We write this equation and it is written in the differentiating form, that is d ln P. And now integrating this equation we obtain constant of integration and RT ln P. Equation number 1. Now this equation number 1, in which the P should be replaced by Pi if each constituent behaves ideally. Then these two equations are equal. That's why we can write P equal to Pi. And from that, again another by ideal gas equation, if we rearrange this equation, then Pi we obtain Ni upon V. This is concentration term. So concentration term replaced by Ci RT. And we obtain this equation. This equation represents chemical potential of mixture of ideal gases. Now chemical potential of mixture of ideal gases, or in terms of concentration. This is in terms of concentration. This can be applicable for solutions also, where the concentration is there. So concentration of solution, in terms of concentration, or for if we want to apply this equation for gaseous system, then it must be in pressure. So this equation represent equation number 1 we have taken here. This represent the mixture of chemical potential of mixture of ideal gases. Now in terms of this equation number 1, so in terms of mole fraction, this equation can be represented. So Pi equal to X into P. X is the Xi into P. Xi is what? It is a mole fraction. So mole fraction, partial pressure is the mole fraction into total pressure. Partial pressure is the Pi is the partial pressure of that particular component. Xi is the mole fraction of that particular component into total pressure. So partial pressure is represented. Partial pressure can be obtained by multiplying the mole fraction to the total pressure. So total pressure multiplied by partial pressure. So we can replace this term in the equation number 1. So from equation number 1, we can write mu I equal to mu I 0 plus RT ln. Now P sorry, here represent partial molar quantity. So this Pi should be replaced by Xi into total pressure. Xi into total pressure. So this equation represents Xi into total pressure. Now mu I equal to mu I 0. If we separate these variables, then we can write RT ln P plus RT ln Xi. So mu I, now this quantity here, pressure constant, R constant, T constant, means this whole term is constant, this is constant of integration. Now if whole term is constant, then we replace this term by another constant, say X plus RT ln Xi. So this equation represent the chemical potential, in terms of mole fraction. In terms of mole fraction, this equation represented in terms of mole fraction. So mu R equal to, at when mole fraction is unity. Suppose that when mole fraction is unity, then this equation, if this one is unity 1, then this term becomes 0. So we can write mu I equal to mu I 0x. So this is the chemical potential when this term represents mu I 0 represents the chemical potential of mixture when mole fraction is unity. Chemical potential of mixture when mole fraction is unity. So this equation represents chemical potential of mixture. So this is about chemical potential. Now we have to start another topic, which is ideal solutions. We have to start another topic, that is ideal solutions. Ideal solutions. We know that ideal gas, but in ideal gas there are certain criteria which represent ideal gas. What are the criteria for ideal gas? It must obey ideal gas. Now we have to study here ideal solutions. What are ideal solutions? That we have to study here. Before that, we must know what is ideal gas. What is ideal gas? There are certain criteria which define the ideal gas. Ideal gas means which must follow the ideal gas equation. The gas which follows ideal gas equation is the ideal gas. Okay. Another important factor is the intermolecular forces. Intermolecular forces between two molecules must be negligible. Intermolecular forces between two molecules must be negligible. Then these are two important criteria here. Ideal gas equation, it follows the ideal gas equation, and another, the intermolecular forces or intramolecular forces between two molecules must be negligible or almost zero. That is not possible, but here we say negligible. So ideal gas. So what is about ideal solutions? The ideal solution must follow Raoult's law. Here ideal gas equation like this, ideal solutions must follow Raoult's law. What is that Raoult's law? That will see Raoult's law. So ideal solution represent Raoult's law. Ideal solutions which follows Raoult's law are ideal solutions. And now the forces between these are solutions. Okay, in the liquid stage, as we know that the forces of attraction are remaining. Forces of attractions are not negligible in case of liquid. They are having sufficient magnitude. So we have to consider these forces. In case of ideal solutions. And what are